Hello and good morning, children. Today, let us start with our new chapter, lesson number 13, phrases and clauses. So, let's begin with the defining a phrase. A phrase is a group of words that make sense but not complete sense. A phrase may consist of one word or more than one word. अब जैसे इसमें डिफाइन किया है, it is a group of words बट इट डज नॉट मेक कंप्लीट सेंस. अब सेंटेंस क्या होता है? इट मेक्स कंप्लीट सेंस. सो अ फ्रेज कैन बी one word or it can be many word. Like for example, 3 examples are already given. I like reading comics. Here reading comics. Mr. Khanna was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Here with a silver spoon in his mouth. And I respect him a lot. Here him. All these bold letters are phrases. So phrase can be one word and phrase can be more than one word. Now you can see these words do not make complete sense. Reading comics is not making sense. With a silver spoon in his mouth alone is not making sense. And him word alone of course is not making complete sense. Now children, let us understand kinds of phrases. There are 3 kinds of phrases. One is noun phrase, second is adjective phrase, and third is adverb phrase. Now children, as the name suggests, noun phrase acts as a noun, adjective phrase acts as an adjective, and adverb phrase acts as an adverb. Let's see one examples each. Children love to fly kites. Here, to fly kites is acting as a noun. So, noun phrase. She had a highly successful career. What kind of career? Highly successful. So, highly successful is acting as an adjective. So, adjective phrase. And last but not the least, he acted in a tactful manner. So, you have already learned adverb of manner, right? So, in which manner did he act? In a tactful manner. So, this word is acting as an adverb phrase. So, understood 3 types of phrases. After understanding phrases, now is the turn to understanding clause. So, what is the difference between phrase and clause? So, as we have learned 3 types of phrases, children, we will learn 3 different types of clauses also. Before that, let us first understand what does a clause mean. A clause is a group of words that forms part of a sentence and has a subject and a finite verb of its own. A clause has only one finite verb in it. अब हमने देखा था बच्चों कि जब हमने फ्रेज पढ़ा था, it cannot act on its own, it does not make sense on its own, but clause थोड़ा डिफरेंट है. इसका अपना एक सब्जेक्ट होता है और सेंटेंस में अपना एक वर्ब होता है and it is a group of word. No doubt it is a part of a sentence. So let us understand it more with few examples. So children, now let us understand the difference between phrase, clause and a sentence. So let's try. Phrase, it doesn't have a finite verb and it cannot stand on its own. Clause, it has only one finite verb, may or may not be able to stand on its own. But sentence, it has at least one finite verb, and sentence, as you know children, it can always stand on its own. So if a clause cannot stand on its own, it is a part of a sentence. If a clause can stand on its own, it is also a sentence. So this is a major difference between phrase, clause and sentence. Now understand main and subordinate clauses. A clause that can stand on its own is called main or principal clause. A clause that cannot stand on its own is called a subordinate clause. तो एक सेंटेंस में आपने देखा कि क्लॉजेस कैन स्टैंड ऑन इट्स ओन एंड समटाइम्स दे कैन नॉट स्टैंड ऑन इट्स ओन, यानी कि वो कभी सेंस बना सकते हैं और कभी सेंस नहीं बना सकते. सो अ सेंटेंस विच कैन स्टैंड ऑन इट्स ओन, दैट मीन्स विच मेक्स कंप्लीट सेंस, a clause which makes complete sense can be termed as main clause or principal clause, and a clause which does not stand on its own, does not make complete sense, is called a subordinate clause. Let's now first understand noun clauses. अब याद है बच्चों, हम लोगों ने इससे पहले किया था नाउन फ्रेजेस, वैसे ही इट एक्ट्स एज अ नाउन, राइट? तो सेम है. A subordinate clause that acts as a noun in a sentence is called a noun clause. तो आपने देखा कि 3 टाइप ऑफ subordinate clauses हैं. One is noun clause, one is adjective clause and another is adverb clause. So any clause, any subordinate clause that acts as a noun in a sentence is called a noun clause. For example, nobody believed. क्या नहीं believe किया किसी ने? That she had committed any crime. So that she had committed any crime printed in bold is noun clause. अब ये नीचे देखो लिखा है ना, noun clauses are usually introduced by that, if, whether and WH questions words like what, who, were and when. इन चीज़ों का आप ध्यान रखोगे ना बच्चों, यूजुअली तो यही वर्ड्स यूज होते हैं नाउन क्लॉजेस को डिनोट करने के लिए. लेट्स नाउ ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड एडजेक्टिव क्लॉजेस. एडजेक्टिव मीन्स व्हाट चिल्ड्रन? यस, describing words. So a subordinate clause that acts as an adjective in a sentence is called an adjective clause. Adjective clauses are also known as relative clauses. अगर आपको adjective clause नहीं लिखना है and you are asked to find out relative clauses from your given sentences, so don't get confused. Adjective clauses are also known as relative clauses. Let's look an example. All the poems which he recited at the meeting were self-composed. So पोएम्स को डिस्क्राइब करने वाला वर्ड, ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स क्या है? विच ही रिसाइटेड एट द मीटिंग. सो हियर विच ही रिसाइटेड एट द मीटिंग इज रिलेटिव क्लॉज और एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज. Adjective clauses are usually introduced by relative pronouns like who, whose, whom, which, that. Relative adverbs also when and were. So whose, who, whom, were, when, ये सब वर्ड्स आप देखोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि यहाँ पर adjective clause यूज हुआ है. Now let us understand the last and final clause, adverb clauses. So subordinate clause that performs the function of an adverb in a sentence is called an adverb clause. Say for example, he looked for a good hotel so that he could spend the night comfortably. So hotel को describe किया word good ने, but he looked. Now adding more to the word looked, that is a verb, is what is the reason for that? So that he could spend the night comfortably. So here, so that he could spend the night comfortably is adverb clause. Now can you see children, the list for adverb clauses words which they can be introduced by is very long. So carefully read it. Adverbs which show time is introduced by when, while, before, after, since, as soon as. Adverbs that show place is introduced by where, wherever. Adverbs to show reason is introduced by because, as, since. To show effect or result or consequence, so that, to show purpose, again so that, and to show condition, if, unless, provided that, to show contrast, although, even if, even though, to show manner, as if, and to show comparison, than, as, or so, or as words are used. So if you take few things in mind and keep few things in mind, clauses and phrases chapter will be very easy for you.